I told you we would have a podcast right before. Well, not right before, but before free agency started. Free agency starts July 1st. Today, we have Weldon joining the show, and we're going to talk about it. It may already be happening, may be done by the time you hear this. Either way, here are our thoughts. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Oh,
What's up?
hey, there's the man.
I just had to go out and come back in again. So,
Um, to answer your question, I am chilling, looking at the free agency stuff. How about you?
oh, stressing a little bit about it. Kind of trying to figure out what Mister Nell is thinking. But oh well. I'll trust him.
No comment. No comment.
I kind of figured Steele would have gotten an offer. He played good, so
So, look at me. I thought it was either going to be Steele, Delandria, or Smith that was getting ousted. So,
well, they can still go and offer him, you know.
right.
So
He just doesn't have any ties to the Stars right now.
yeah, yeah, because even on cap friendly, we're down to 3 defensemen and 1 goalie.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah. So he must be looking at free agency very hard. So, but I mean, there's some good names out there, you know. So,
Do you have the salary cap for the good names, though? That's the question.
well, I think we're. What did someone say we were setting at? In between 17 and 19 million to spend.
Holy wow.
Yeah. And and someone else brought this up. I was reading in another page that this is kind of being quiet. Essa's probably going to get another, you know, long term deal because he was up the same time Suter was. So,
Oh.
so he's probably going to be up for recontract in there, and then you got whatever they decide to pay Duchesne. So hopefully it's a friendly deal.
Speaking of which, that was the first headline I saw besides Tanev. I saw Matt Duchesne might possibly stay here.
Yeah, it's sounding like it.
That's good news. I
Yeah,
mean, he made an immediate impact in my eyes. So
yeah. He very much woke Sagan up and drug Marchman into the conversation and made him start scoring more. So
man, shot of adrenaline. Wow.
yeah. Well, I mean, you add an instant playmaker to that line. So
Wasn't that what Sagan was supposed to be though? Playmaker?
well,
Am I
yeah, he was, but I mean, that was what 5.5 years ago. Both him and Ben were the duo, but now that they're both you know over 30 now, they're not as fast as what they used to be. The hands are still there, but so
So are the goalpost. Ding.
he didn't hit as many this year as what he did last year.
True. Still hit some.
I mean, they all hit some. How many did we hit in the overtime games against Edmonton?
Oh man, I don't
Two.
even want to go down that road. I was so mad.
You know,
Mad and disappointed. Disappointed, I guess, is a better word.
Robo hit one that would have possibly put us up by one. So
That looked like that went all the way into me.
oh no, it hit square off the pipe.
Did it?
Oh yeah.
I was wondering because it looked like it went in and went out. And
No, it squarely hit the pipe, but
dang.
oh well. Live to fight another year, so
Yeah, that's the important thing.
yeah. So
Actually, the most important thing is it October yet?
no, unfortunately not.
Man.
I would say the most important thing is no one has to have surgery this summer.
Oh
No,
shoot. Yeah.
Jake is down in Mexico getting married this weekend. So,
Taking his girlfriend to Mexico. Huh.
well, wife now, I'm sure.
Yeah, true.
So, now he doesn't have to, rehab for, 3 or 4 months. So
That sounds like a writing topic. What are we going to see from Mr. Jake Ottinger next year?
But now, who's going to be his backup?
My gosh. I was looking at Saros, but I
No,
noticed he got
Saros.
snatched back up.
Yep, Saros just got a long-term deal. But I was reading that whoever their backup was, I don't know what his name was, I can't pronounce it, um, that he may be looking to get out of Nashville because of that. But he signed an 8x8, so you know
Oh, Lord.
he's Saros is going to be there a while.
I mean, unless something happens, like, what's his name? Rene. Wasn't he supposed to be there quite a bit, too?
Well, Pekka, he retired.
Right. Wasn't that due to injury, though, or am I thinking of somebody else?
No, he just towards the end he was starting to get hurt, but he finally decided to give it up.
Yeah.
But he had been there for 10 or 12 years. Pekka was there for a very long time. Enough to get his name and his jersey retired. So,
oh, that's cool. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, pretty sure he got his number retired. So
He was a beast.
yeah, he was good.
God, I felt like anytime he was on the ice against us, we had a challenge right then and there.
Oh yeah. Doesn't matter how bad that they were playing, he always gave them a chance to win.
Yeah, he did. Ugh.
So it'll be interesting come tomorrow. See who gets snatched up, because there's some big names out there on the market right now.
Did you see the article on Duchesne that was floating around?
Mm-mm.
Said something like Duchesne should go to, one of the teams was Utah,
Oh,
one of the teams was Ottawa, and one of the teams was off the wall that I can't even remember. I think it was Seattle. Like Duchesne in Seattle? What?
yeah.
Duchesne in Utah's a head scratcher too.
Well, I mean, Utah, they've just got tons of money to spend. They've got like $40 million of cap space.
Oh my god.
That's how they were able to pick up, Cicerelli and some of those other big names. So
Big name floating out there right now is also Steven Stamkos.
yep. Well, and
That's
supposedly he turned down a 8-year deal worth, 4 million, or 3 or 4 million per year, and he turned it down.
Isn't he supposed to be Tampa's golden boy?
Well, he was, but I mean, he's been there for, since he got drafted by him.
Yeah.
But if they get Jake Gensel, they're probably going to throw 8 million at him. And he's young, so they can, give him long term.
Yeah, true. Dang.
So it'll be interesting to see who Neil goes after to, bring in for defense, because we've basically got 3 spots open now.
Yeah.
And that's not even including Yanni.
Oh, Hakanpää.
Let's see if he is on the. No, he was not. The only 3 guys that are on the cap friendly site right now are Miro, Essa, and Harley.
Oh my. What? Wow.
And it's like even the forward group is Tyler, Jamie, Rope, Robertson, Marchment, Foxa, Dodonov, Wyatt, and Stankoven.
Jeez.
9 forwards and 3 defensemen, and a goalie.
For a grand total of what? 13 people?
Yep. So let's see. Projected cap space, 19.1 million.
Okay.
So you figure
So
Shane's going to take at least 4.5 to 5.
that'd be wise.
Is what I would figure. Hopefully they give him some term and maybe 3 years. Because how old is Duchesne? No, and technically Duchesne's not even on here. He's not on cap friendly yet, so
Oh yeah, because it's not official, right?
yeah.
I guess they can't really make it official till tomorrow from the way it sounds.
Yeah. Let's see. How old is Duchesne? I think he's 34, 33.
33.
He'll turn 34 in January, so. So, 3 or 4 years, that puts him 37, 38, that range.
Yeah.
Hopefully the contract's not too big and, not too demanding on them. So, but
you might have another Pavelski on your hands though too, because he was bought out. Maybe he doesn't want that much money.
yeah, well, that's what we can hope. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow when it becomes official. So
yeah, that's gonna eat me up too.
And then who do you look at for your extra defenseman? Do you bring up Leon Bichelle? Do you still bring in Petrovic? So
I would do Petrovic, I think.
well, he got off. He's already off the books. He's been offered a 2-way contract. So he'll go back and forth.
I think that might be your, what do you call it? Your dark horse, maybe is the right word for
Yeah,
trying to go for.
He played well.
He did. I was impressed.
Yeah. So.
What about who was the guy? I was just looking at a defenseman, and I can't even remember his name. It was God. I'm so bad at this.
Pesce is the one that I would like to see come here from Carolina.
That was him.
Yes.
I looked at that and my jaw dropped.
Brett Pesce. Yeah.
Yes. I was thinking, why would you even consider letting him walk?
Yeah.
Like, you'd snatch him up now.
Yeah. He's 29, 6'3", 206. He's not a big point scorer. He only had 13 points last year, but he finished plus 10. But he skates really, really well.
Dude's got some size to him too.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt like that's kind of what they needed, somebody big and for a fear factor at least. You don't even have to hit, just look big.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, then if there's big, then you've always got what is it, Nikita Zadorov out of Vancouver. He didn't take the contract that they offered him.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he didn't.
Oh my!
And he's a big 6'6" or 6'5". Him and Jamie might have to, have some alone time in the room together so they can work out why they always fought every time. So.
Oh man! Somebody put a hidden camera in there if that actually happens, please. Yeah. That would be so funny. Oh, Zadorov is a star.
He's a big boy too.
Am I wrong for thinking that's what they were missing?
I think they are missing some size, but it's all in what they can afford. It's what Neil wants to pay.
Yeah. Gosh.
And it's like, who else? Trying to think who the other kid was from that went to Colorado that played so well for them. Walker.
Oh yeah.
He's going to be a free agent because he's not on. Evidently, he's not on cap friendly for them.
Oh. Okay.
So.
Oof. Pesci or Walker and or Zadorov as a start. Ooh.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting tomorrow, for the next week, to see who flies off the list first and everything.
I mean, oh, excuse me. I was just happy seeing Duchesne, but after hearing about all those big name people out there, yikes.
Yeah.
Because I've even seen Patrick Kane being tossed around
Oh yeah. Yeah.
in other stars groups. You too?
Yeah.
Would you
Oh,
take him here?
and of course it's the same. The same people are screaming, "Oh, we don't want Patrick Kane. We don't want this. We don't want that." And it's like, one, can he still score? Can he still skate? And he proved it. He could.
Mm-hmm.
I think what did he have? 48 points in 52 games. So
That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
it's just, if he's willing to go low money just to be able to chase a cup, because he's not going to chase a cup with the Red Wings.
Oh, not gonna say anything about the Red Wings. Nope.
And I was really hoping that, I'm looking at Cap Friendly right now, that they had who the free agents were.
I could help you, but if I close this out, the show's gonna end. That part sucks. It's very frustrating, but I'm working with what I got.
Yeah.
What about? Did I see? Nah, I'll go ahead. What about bringing Stamkos here?
I think he would cost more than what we could afford. I would love to have him because the guy is still a hell of a player.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember what he put up last year, but I'm sure he still put up 81 points last year. Still put up 40 goals.
Well, okay, if you factor Matt Duchene, not that they're related in any way, but there's the wow factor of free agency. Did you expect Matt Duchene to start to sign with the Stars? Because I didn't.
I actually did. I
Did?
Yeah, I did, because he made it known that he likes Dallas. His wife likes Dallas. The kids seem to like being here and everything. I mean, I think he still has his house in Nashville, but
yeah,
he seemed to be very happy here. Even when we saw him the night of his birthday and everything, he was, we kind of welcomed him to Dallas, even though that was January. We're halfway through the season, but he just said he really enjoyed the way he was, basically welcomed in with open arms. So,
well, I didn't see it coming, and when I did, or when he signed here, it was just there was a wow factor for me. I was shocked.
oh no, when he first signed here, no, I didn't see that coming at all, because I hadn't heard anything that he was being bought out or.
That's what I was getting at, because if he can pull off Duchene the first time, not now, but the first time,
yeah,
he could pull off Stamkos with some weird sorcery, I bet.
I wouldn't doubt if they, talk to his agent and see kind of what he's looking for. My only thing is he's 34 years old. He's already been playing for 15 years.
That's crazy.
I mean, He was the number one draft pick in '08, and he went straight to playing with Tampa.
Yeah.
Kind of the same way with Victor Hedman. He went right to playing straight into the NHL. So, I
Couple of
mean,
cups later.
yeah. Well, I
They can
mean,
fade out.
Stamkos only missed, what was it, 2006 that they won the cup, and then they sucked for a couple of years, and that's how they got those two number ones, and
Yeah.
So, I mean, even this year, he still put up 40 goals. That's nothing to sneeze at for, a 33-year-old guy at the time.
True.
So,
I mean, at the very least, I think it's intriguing.
yeah.
Because, I mean, look what Pavelski did here. Age and all, he made an impact. So,
Oh, yeah.
it's intriguing.
And who's to say that Joe is done here?
Oh, dude, if he decided that he wanted to play one more year for one more run, I would lose my ever-loving mind.
Well, I mean, when you say, well, I don't plan to play this year, but I'm not hanging it up yet, what, oh, he could come back at the trade deadline, throw somebody on LTIR for 3 months and,
I knew that was coming. That's why I was being quiet. I was waiting for it. LTIR.
Yeah.
I think we might be.
We'll see if Mark Stone gets injured again this year, and so.
Oh shoot! Do we bet on it right now?
But yeah, it's gonna be this next week's gonna be interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. But in terms of let's just speculate. Your top 5 people that you want to see with the Stars. Who are they?
Like I said, I would love to see Stamkos with us.
Yeah.
Granted, that would still keep us as an older team. I'd like to see the kid we were just talking about from Carolina, Pesci.
Pesci, yes.
Zadorov would be very cool. Then you throw in Leon Bichelle, bring him in as a rookie.
Uh-huh.
You bring Bork in as a rookie because you think Bork and Stankoven are going to be battling for Rookie of the Year. If Bork makes the team, along with the some of these studs that got signed the other night in the draft, there's probably going to be at least 2 or 3 of them playing this year.
The big club?
Oh yeah.
All them Finnish kids?
No, not from us. From like the number 1 draft picks. Top 3, I would almost bet are going to be playing this year.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Especially the kid from San Jose.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So
San Jose is doing stuff too.
Yeah, San Jose is they're going to be good again in a couple of years.
If not coming out firing this year, shoot.
Yeah. And I think people are going to take Utah light. I think Utah is going to have a good team this year. So
Utah, that is the lamest hockey jersey I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, give them a couple of years and then they'll figure out. Supposedly somebody let it slip, the Yetis. I think it was one of the GM or one of the coaches or something like that let it slip of the Yeti. So we'll see if that's what the name is.
That I would be tempted to get a hat for that. That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
I noticed Well, hockey lasted a lot longer in Florida and Texas than it did in Arizona.
Well, yeah.
Interesting. I still see people saying Florida and Texas aren't hockey states.
Oh, yeah.
It bugs me too. Like, okay, then why does Florida have, what is it, 3 Stanley Cups as a state?
Yeah.
That that's a hockey state through and through. As for Dallas, man, I just want to see him back in '99 for him. I don't
Well,
care how.
you look at Florida, they went back to back to back 3 years in a row with Tampa to the finals.
Yep.
And then you have Florida goes back to back in the finals. So 5 years in a row, you know, you've got a Florida team, battling for the cup.
Yep. True. I mean, that's definitely a budding, if not established, hockey state.
Yeah.
And speaking of Florida, they've got Oliver Ekman Larson, I believe, on the free agency.
No, it's Aaron Ekblad.
Ekblad. Okay.
I would love to see him come here or Montour.
Ooh, I read that they didn't have enough money to keep him around,
Hmm. That's the problem.
so he got the odd man out shtick, huh?
Well, because they paid. It looks like Sam Reinhart got an 8x8, and
Yeah.
who was the other one that got a long term deal? It was one of their other big name forwards.
Mm.
So
Ekblad is a star, though. Ooh.
yeah, he's awesome.
What
Patrick
is his
Patrick
contract looking
Kane
like?
is remaining in Detroit. Oh well, let's see if this happens tomorrow. That Kane may be staying in um, with the Red Wings.
Huh. Interesting.
Said 1 year AAV to be determined, so he could also be trade bait if they suck again. But I mean, they were close to making the playoffs too.
Yeah, they
So
were. Gave Dallas a run for the money, too. Well,
so
one of the games.
so yeah. Well, yeah. It says okay. They multiple places now are saying he's signed. So oh well.
Eh. I don't think you're missing much in him, really. I
I
mean,
I like him as a player. I've never liked his attitude,
yeah.
but he would definitely be. Can you imagine the amount of Detroit fans that would be buying Dallas Stars jerseys?
Oh, jeez. Just because of him?
Yeah,
Oh, my. That would be fun to watch.
and then you did see that Jeff Skinner got bought out.
Yeah, I kind of grimaced at that. It's like, okay.
1,006 games without a playoff appearance. He needs to go to a good team.
Skinner would be fun here.
Yeah, I'm just reading what people are saying about it. There's a couple of guys that you chat with. Reagan White, he's chatting on it.
That's my buddy. I love him to death. He helps me out a lot.
Need to get him on the show.
I tried to, but then my grandma got sick and I had to cancel.
Oh,
We thought it was near disaster, so I canceled and I went right to where she is with the family. Like I dropped everything, so it's kind of scary.
yeah. So,
You're right, though. I need to. Reagan, if you hear this, man, come on the show.
I was talking to one or I messaged one guy, and he's real in tune with the like the salary cap stuff, and you've probably seen him commenting on stuff. Nick Oates,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, hey, you ever do podcast? You know,
Trying to get him on this show?
yeah, get him on here.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Need to
So,
start doing that.
yeah, we'll have to do one after this week, after the development camp, because I'm gonna try to go to a couple of them, a couple of days,
Oh, please do.
and see what it's all about. See some of these new kids, because the new draft class is supposed to be there. So
Okay, you got me thinking. And that may or may not be a good thing.
that could be dangerous.
Yeah, it could. I started thinking Wyatt Johnston and Jason Robertson. I
Hmm.
started thinking development camp. I'm going, okay, a lot of the kids we got are from Finland.
Yeah.
How wild would it be to see one of them pop up on the opening day roster? I mean, I don't know.
You
Maybe
never
it's
know.
possible, huh?
You never know. Nobody expected Wyatt to be ready to go.
That's kind of what I was getting at. Like, what if one of those Finns makes the team?
Yeah.
I mean, Finland kids work well here.
Oh yeah. Well, especially with I'm sure that Yuri Lettinen was tipping Jim Nill off to, hey, these kids are guys to look at, you know, go get them if you can. So,
I would trust his word too.
oh yeah.
Man, that was the first person I thought of though, Jari Lettinen. It's like, yeah, people from Finland work out well here.
Yeah, they always seem to. The Swedes not so much. So,
Is there anyone in particular, or do I need to just keep my mouth shut?
well, no, I mean it's just our Swedes in general tend not to work out. I
True.
mean, Raffle played really, really good, and then he kind of got a big head about him, and he wanted too much money, and you know, c'est la vie. He's moved on.
Is that how that went down?
Yeah, he was up for contract renewal, and well, because I mean, he was he a rental? I think so, and he just sounded like he wanted too much money.
See, I had that all wrong. In my head, I thought it was the years, not the money.
I think it. I mean, we'll never know for sure, but I'm sure it was probably money.
Yeah, makes sense.
Plus, I don't think he got a qualifying offer when his time was up.
Man, that's unfortunate. It really is. But then again, would we have been where we were last year with him on the roster still? I don't know.
Yeah, I always love these. I'm just scanning through Facebook right now, and NHLrumors.com. The Dallas Stars tried to acquire Jake Gensel's rights. It's like, really? Who told you that? Jim Neal didn't come out and say it himself. I don't believe it.
See, that's why when I used to write, I wrote from basically just my own heart. Like, I want to see this here, and here's why. Never started any rumors, never fueled them.
Yeah.
Because I want to be known as a credible writer, not some. I wouldn't even write for anything called rumors. No.
Yeah, because it's all about the clicks. You know,
Yeah,
I'll
boy.
I'll read the title to it, but I'm not opening it up because I know it's BS.
Hey, and you read my stuff.
Yeah, I read some of your stuff.
From what I've heard, you still do sometimes
Yeah,
if you see it.
yeah. I don't see it that often. So
Yeah, I write when it just comes to me at this point because it's a time thing and it just eh. I need to research a little more because, like, my first podcast in a while the other day, I listened back to it. I was like, man, you sound like crap, Jay. Just, ugh. So, yeah, I'm trying to get back into it, but trying to be a little bit more uh, efficient. What's the word?
Yeah.
More streamlined with it. I guess that's the way to put it. So, but yeah, I learned about those places too, that they're just clickbait, and the writers they just, yeah, we won't get into that.
There's some of them that are just so bad. Like there was an article I read the other day that they were talking about. Oh, Dallas is going to trade one of their top end defensemen,
Oh, I saw that.
Mason Marchman.
I saw that.
I'm like, really? When did he start playing defense? I know he plays defense as a forward, but he is not a defenseman, you moron.
Did you comment that very thing too? Because I swear I saw that.
I think I commented on it. So, but it's just like, oh my god, you know he's not a defenseman. You know,
No.
now if they were shopping Miro, that would be a major defenseman. But they're never going to let that kid go.
I mean, not to make myself sound stupid or anything, but when you think of defensemen and Dallas Stars, the one person that does come to mind is Miro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying anything to diminish them or anything like that, but if you want to talk major defensemen, that's the only major one you have.
Yeah.
Sure,
Well,
Stars fans know Essa, but
I
Miro.
I would say Miro's the more defensive defenseman. Essa's the stay-at-home guy. Essa's got his or Miro has his upside for offense and scoring. Him and Harley. So, but Harley to me, he's still got some learning to do. So
I swear on my last breath, I saw somebody compare Harley to Zubov before the end of the last season.
nah, not yet.
They said he could be at that level eventually.
I could see Miro being more at that level than Harley.
That's what I thought because he's just got the makings of. I mean, he's smart for one thing. I don't know. But that gave me hope in a way for Harley. Like, you
Yeah.
see that in him already?
Well, and Harley's not afraid to shoot. That's the biggest thing I like about him. But he's still, he let some bad goals in, or was the cause of some bad goals. A couple of 2-on-1s that sunk our ship. So,
Yeah.
he's just. But I mean, he's still young, so.
That little excuse is only going to last for so long.
Well, yeah. But I mean, this was his first full season with us.
Yeah.
So I expect him to be better next year.
By gosh, you better be, kid.
Well,
No.
thank God we don't have to worry about Niels Lundqvist anymore.
Yeah, I thought about you when I saw that. Even though you were the one that sent it to me, I was like, oh yeah, Weldon likes that part.
Yep.
I don't mind it either.
Yeah. I mean, granted, he didn't get enough playing time, but I didn't trust him. He made some good plays, but then he would make more bonehead plays than he would good plays.
That's something the Stars lacked too in a lot of ways. Consistency.
I don't know. I mean, they were pretty damn consistent all year. I mean,
but they'd start off games going. How do I say this without cussing?
our biggest thing is we can't in the playoffs. We cannot go down one game every single series.
That's kind of where I was headed with that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they start off consistent, But what about waiting till the midway point of the second period and third period to freaking start fighting for it?
Yeah.
How many times do we see that?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well,
come
I
on,
mean,
man.
we were a comeback team. I mean, but you can only do that so many times.
Right. And the whole what if X person gets figured out? Well, we don't need that crap happening again.
Yeah.
Rupe and Johnston and whoever else I was throwing around. I don't know. That just felt like that was the biggest inconsistency about him was constant effort. I'm not saying they didn't put any effort,
Yeah.
but they dragged their feet in how many games?
Yeah. It's just that going down one game, that first game every series, you know.
Yeah, how many times are you going to feel somebody out? Like you just played them too.
Well, I don't think it's the fact of feeling them out. I mean, there were a lot of times that some of them were just bad goals, or a bad bounce or whatever. But
True.
and
That
I
was
think
an
and I think towards the end I think they were just freaking out of gas. I mean, because you took
yes.
every game to 6 or 7, when some of these other teams, granted Edmonton, finished theirs in 6, but I think Colorado finished theirs off in what 4 or 5 against Winnipeg.
Mm-hmm.
So
So they need to come out like their butts are on fire.
yeah, they can't
Like
they can't have this of 3 or 4 shots in the first period every single game, and then put up
exactly,
20 in the second and third period. So
exactly. Like don't get too cute. You're not the Cowboys. Ooh, I went there.
well, they always suck. So
Exactly.
what is it, 30 years now,
Stop
35?
it. No, it's not 35. That would put me at like 60 something years old. Stop it.
Well, they've been around since before you were around.
Yeah, I know, but the last time they won a Super Bowl, I was 10.
Okay.
10?
They were out there dodging dinosaurs then, right?
If you ask my great nephew, yeah.
So,
Young man asked me if I ever rode a T Rex to school. He's only 5. Can you believe that mess?
yeah.
I felt disrespected. Like, what?
Well, you should if you're a Cowboy fan.
Oh,
You
come on.
should always be.
No.
You're always disrespected.
You
Let's
know
see
it's
who's
bad
in
when you
here.
see a Cleveland Browns fan talking about Dallas.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's bad.
The
But
The Browns is where quarterbacks go to die. So
here's the fun thing about them for those of y'all that don't know. They moved their original team to Baltimore, then won.
yeah,
So, boom. Oh, what if that happens to the Coyotes?
okay, good.
That'd be crazy.
Let's see. Another thing from NHL rumors: the Boston Bruins have interest in Steven Stamkos.
That would be nuts. That team's already loaded.
Yeah, not as much.
No?
No, well when they lost, their 2 vets. Um, oh, who was it that always won the Selke Award? God, his name has completely slipped my mind now.
Oh. Um,
Oh, it'll come to me in a bit. So,
my mind automatically went to pasta, and that's not even the right.
yeah, that's the right team. So,
No, but he's not a free agent, though, that they
no,
lost.
no.
I was going to say, that's not even the right contract, I don't think. Pasternak as a star, that'd be pretty beast, too.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting.
Sell the whole team for that one, except for maybe Rupe.
Yeah, just some of the names floating around at at different teams and stuff is interesting. So
What would we do for the goalie situation we have, though? I thought Wedgwood was going to be coming back.
I I honestly did too. I thought he played well enough. Maybe he wanted more money than because he was only making $1 million last year or for the last 2 years. Which I mean, what did he play? 25 games.
Yeah, give
So
or take.
not a bad deal.
And then they let Matt Murray go.
That one I don't understand.
It shocked me too. Like
Uh,
what did they see that? Well, I mean, they see a lot that I missed, but he didn't get a fair shot, if you ask me.
I don't know. Yeah, Wedge started 28 games last year.
Oh, you weren't far off. You said 25.
So won 16, lost 7. So
That's not. Oh, excuse me. That's not bad.
it's not horrible. 285 goals against, 8.99 saves. So
Didn't he bail out Jake in a couple of
yeah,
Jake's bad starts too?
yep, sure did.
I mean, in that regard, I said I wouldn't mind seeing Wedgwood go in favor of Matt Murray, but now they're both gone.
Now they're both gone.
What?
So
Give us somebody.
well, I mean, and you've got to be thinking, what is Texas thinking? You know, because I think he was their main goalie down there. So
Now you got me curious about the phone calls and meetings that have to happen between the AHL and NHL levels of the Stars, because that's a lot of movement, even though it's just one player.
yeah, I mean, did the guy that played in Idaho, did he play well enough to get moved up? You know, and possibly go in there with whoever the backup was to Murray. I guess Poirier is still there.
Oh yeah, Poirier.
So
Brian Thompson, I believe, was his name.
yeah, he was the other real big kid. He was 6'4", 6'5", something like that.
If I
He's,
remember
he's
right.
he's supposed to be at. I think he's supposed to be at this development camp.
Oh, I'd love to see that, because if I remember right, I think I saw him on one of the times you could actually watch the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
And the announcers, from what I heard, were kind of hyped about it, which got me hyped about him.
Let's see.
And it's just, I think he might have even been in the Michigan tournament. What's that called? Crap.
NCAA.
No, yeah, you're on the right track. The one they do in the, it's gonna come to me at the worst time. The rookie tournament that they do for
Oh,
Michigan.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I swear I saw him there at one point.
Yeah, I think he did play there last year. Brian Thompson. So
And my dumb self kept wanting to call him Logan Thompson anytime I talked about him last year. Dummy.
Logan Thompson got traded while he was signing autographs for the Vegas fans.
Oh, that's great business there.
Yeah, he gets to go play with Ovi now. So
Okay, he's not complaining then.
I'm sure not.
That's a guy I wouldn't have minded seeing here either, though.
Yeah.
He'd have been pretty interesting. I don't know who's on the goalie market either, which is bad.
Yeah, I mean there's so much that's out there. So okay, so the new kids are supposed to be here for development camp.
Traverse City. Haha.
Traverse City, yep.
Told you that would hit me at a weird time.
I'm looking at the lineup for how many right-handed defensemen do we have? 1, 2. Christian Kairou's right-handed. Gavin White's right-handed. Yeah, we got 5 in the pipe right now.
I wouldn't mind seeing Kyrie.
I don't remember how well he played last year. I don't remember what his numbers were. I think he was. I want to say he was in Texas.
He was.
So
That's why I got real curious because K-Fitz, the other host of this show, lives down there close
yeah,
to him. And it's just like, okay, so tell me how he is. And he's
yeah.
like, I don't know. It's like, oh, okay. Because life and all that. But, like, you got easier access to it than I do up here in Dallas. I want to see him so bad, though.
Well, you heard about our old goaltender Jack Campbell?
No, I didn't.
He got released.
What?
He's being thrown on unconditional waivers and a contract buyout.
Are you serious? Wow, he's fallen on
Oh,
hard times.
he sucked.
That's another guy I had high hopes for when he was in green.
Yep, and he and that's what I put on the Oilers website, and I was like, and you wondered why Dallas let him go all those years ago. Yeah, to me, he got in his own head, and he played decent in Los Angeles, and then when he went to what was it, Toronto there for a while, he played okay, and then he got into his own head again and started playing horrible.
That sounds like he needs just the right people around him.
Well, he's got enough money now. He just needs to retire.
Solid point. I mean, you pay me a couple $1,000,000, I'll happily suck too. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look at, Suter for the last few years, he's been being paid by, Minnesota and Dallas. So
The man.
now Duchesne is the same way. I'm still sure he'll be paid by, the Predators for a few more years. And so.
He could play for pennies if he wants to then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because last year I think his hit between the two was $10 million. I could live on that easily.
Oh, no kidding.
I can live on $3 million easily.
Well, I mean, you might get Bray Wyatt's dad after you.
Who, Mr. IRS? Nah.
Yes, sir.
He can't run very fast anymore.
I wasn't talking about the actual wrestler that time. You got me, though. That was pretty good.
Just, go to Grand Cayman and fly in for the games.
Dang. Fly in the day of, too, right?
Yeah, that's it. Fly in, fly out, Wouldn't that be a wonderful life?
Yeah, it would. No, it wouldn't. Because let me ask you this. You have all the money in the world, but how happy are you?
Oh, I could be extremely happy with all the money in the world. Might not think about hockey so much.
Okay, I might have to start a real life podcast too. This is interesting.
What would you do with all the money in the world?
I don't know, but I'd slap a couple people for a Klondike bar.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've had people ask me that, be like, "Oh, what would you do if you won the lottery?" And be like, "Disappear." It's like you would never see me again. Never hear from me again.
No, if you win the lotto, you better keep me around.
It'd be, remote podcast.
Remote podcast.
I'm from an undisclosed location.
No, I'd get pictures. I know how you are.
Well, pictures can be posted for, weeks later, might not
Oh,
be there anymore.
don't ruin my party here. Don't poop on the.
Don't
No.
poop on your parade.
Yeah, you knew exactly where I was going with that.
So,
Oh man, that's good stuff. That's one thing I hate about free agency, though. Speaking of which, is pooping on people's parades, seeing them bought out.
oh yeah. Or you think there might be a good chance that this player is coming to your team, and then bam, he goes to somebody else, and you know,
Me with Tanev, I thought he was going to stay here.
I was kind of 50-50 if he would stay or not. So, but I mean, with him being a little bit older, and then knowing that he's a shot blocking defenseman, you know, look at how we almost crumbled when he went down, you know, with the when he took the hit in the foot.
Yeah.
Everybody was ready to write us off right then. So,
But, and there's the fact that when he was out, you did kind of know it too.
oh
You
yeah,
saw it.
you very much noticed it.
So, like, that makes me think that if you can't get Tanev, you need to get stronger back there, period. Like, why does this team depend on one person is where my mind went, if you want me to be really honest with you.
But I don't think that it was the fact that we depended on one person, because Miro went out, that was a major hit.
Yeah.
When Tanev went down in that one game, it wasn't like the team crumbled. He just blocked so many shots that he's very noticeable. But I think there's other guys that can do the same thing. I mean, it's not like no one else blocked shots on the team.
Right.
I mean, until Tanev came in, Essa was, I think, the leading shot blocker.
I didn't
I
know
mean,
that.
when you had Pavelski out there blocking shots, so
Maybe we just need more shot blockers. I don't know.
I think I think everybody was out blocking shots. It's just he's kind of like Chris Russell. That's what he's known to do. Like
Oh,
when Chris Russell came in here, you know, he led the team in shot blocking. When he was in Edmonton, he led the team in shot blocking. I don't know. I don't even know whatever happened to him.
he disappeared, didn't he?
Pretty much.
He was awesome. I loved him here.
He was really hard to get a hold of. Yeah, he does not even come up when you type him into the NHL anymore.
This man just disappeared.
Took his $2 or $3 million and left.
I can't blame him. It's a little less people-y outside when you do that.
Let's see if it says who he's playing for. Oh, he's 37 years old. See if it says.
Gosh.
Does not say. Let's see. Edmonton 21-22 was the last time he played.
Or at least that we know of.
Well, he's not playing. He's not playing with anybody right now.
That's crazy.
Signed as a free agent by Edmonton in 2016. So, yeah. So guessing he's either retired, he wasn't a guy that put up a ton of, he played almost 1,000 games.
Yeah.
So,
You knew he was on the ice, though.
oh yeah. He was a little guy. I mean, he wasn't any big dude. So, but
Had the brutality of a Tasmanian devil, though.
yeah. Yeah. He didn't mind laying down in front of a shot.
That I used to think he was crazy. How you just gonna lay in front of a shot like that, dude? At the same time, the other side of my mouth, I'm going, we need more people that do that.
Yeah.
It's wild to me. Like, if you can hit somebody and block a puck, I'll be happy. And stop looking for the cutesy shots. Please.
It's like when we went to the game in Edmonton, and the amount of people that were just screaming the same thing that most of the people in Dallas yell, shoot, shoot. It's like, okay. Not saying a word because I'm surrounded by orange and, and in honesty, we met some cool people up there. We had some people give us, heckling of a hard time, but, nothing too serious, but it was fun.
Well, that's good. At least they can be civil up there.
If, even though that they used pictures of us from the previous game at the next game, and because we had people texting us and going, "Are y'all at the game?" And we're like, "No." "Oh, you were just on the jumbotron." I'm like, "Oh, these pricks! They can't even use live feeds, you know." And like, I told a friend of mine, I was like, "I will never bitch about the Dallas seats again, even the new ones, because the Edmonton seats are so uncomfortable."
I'm glad I have my own.
Yeah. But it was, it was fun. It was the Dallas fans and the loudness that the Oiler fans are. Dallas could learn something because they are freaking loud.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Like, man, that fan base, that's dedication there.
They are chanting, they are screaming, you know, towels are waving, everything all the time. So
Yeah, that's how it should be. Like,
yeah,
why are you in your seats when you're in the arena? A lot of people, myself included, have situations that they'd love to be there, but they just can't.
yeah.
And you're sitting down, you're on your phone. I saw people on their phones when I was
Oh
watching
yeah.
games. Like, why are you even there?
Oh, I've said that listening to conversations people have behind us when we're at games.
Oh, jeez.
Some conversations that I never need to hear about.
Oh, no. That sounds like
So,
a whole different type of podcast.
oh yeah, yeah. That's a more R-rated podcast.
Uh-oh.
Um,
All right.
but
Wow. I never did let you finish off your top free agents. I got Pesci out of you.
Pesci, Stamkos, and I still like a couple of the guys from Vegas.
Marchessault.
Yeah, Marcia Show would be nice. He's going to be expensive, but what was it? William Carrier and Chandler Stevenson.
Which of those two would you rather have? For me, it would be Carrier.
Stevenson, I think, scored more, and he gave us problems.
Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he?
So
That was a guy that seemed like he was barely mentioned a few times, too.
well, and it's that's another one of those rumors that supposedly Neil was interested in Carrier. So, because I believe he's a right-handed shot defenseman. So
Ooh.
that's one thing I would like to see him get done, is get the whole left-right thing going again, like we had it for a few years.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Because, Miro's not playing on his true side. So
He's not? I didn't even realize that.
yeah, he's not playing on his true side.
Oh,
So
wow.
so I think it'll be interesting. I think you'll get Duchesne,
Yep.
probably get announced tomorrow. And then I think there might be one or two, signings that's going to surprise some people.
And the what they've been doing, at least under Neil, letting all the storm of free agency kind of die down. I think that might be a good way to approach this too. Like, this team's not bad. It's just got its holes,
Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely got its holes now, but
Big time.
there's some. If you can get a couple of these guys that are true elite goal scorers, which I would love to see us with at least one more guy that can, punch the net for 30 goals.
Oh, amen.
Even if they win at Stamkos, and granted, 7 or 8 years, that's ridiculous, but give him 5.5 or something like that. Give him the same, close to what Duchesne is getting, if that's what Duchesne gets.
Yeah.
And then you can plug and play some guys down in the AHL that can move up, like Bork and Bushell, and whoever else was scoring down there, give them a shot, because you're still going to have, Jamie and Wyatt more than likely together, unless they move Wyatt up to the top line, which they very well could now that Pavs is gone.
That would be something.
So, well, I mean, he played there quite a bit this year towards the end of the season.
Yeah, he did.
So he could very well get moved up to that top line, and then you've got to find someone else to play, because the Marchment, Sagan, and Duchesne line is going to be together.
Yep.
And then you've got Dodonov and Jamie probably playing together. And now you've got to find two guys that can play with Foxa.
Yeah.
If Steele and Smith are gone, which I never even heard anything about Smith. He was a 1-year deal, just like Steele was. So is Smith maybe coming back? I guess we'll find out tomorrow if they say anything. Because I know even if I go up for the practice tomorrow, I'm not going to see Mr. Neal anywhere. He's going to be on the office working the phones.
Oh, for sure.
So,
man, to be a fly on the wall in that room. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, it would.
It's like, can I help?
Dude, I just want to listen. Forget helping. Like, I went to school just for that. Like, I want to know. Talk to me.
Yeah.
That would be so. It's all fascinating to me. The business side of it, like, awesome. How can you finagle a Stamkos, like a Duchesne deal out of Stamkos?
Yeah.
Can you? Like.
Oh, here's something I just came across out of TSN. Nick Robertson is eyeing a move from Toronto this offseason and requesting a trade.
Oh, the Robertson brothers.
Jason's little brother or older brother.
Oh, my gosh. That'd be interesting.
And I think he puts up fairly decent numbers. Let's see. What does he put up? Oops. Oh, not a baseball player.
He might be in the off season.
He put up 27 points.
That's fourth line.
Yeah, that's fourth line.
For the Stars, anyway.
14 goals, 13 assists. And that's in, well, he was out quite a bit. He only played 56 games. Because remember, he broke his leg the year before.
Oh, yeah,
so,
he did.
But he's not very big. He's 5'9", 178.
Wasn't Sam Steele kind of small, too?
Yeah, Sam wasn't very big. Nice guy, though.
There you go. Nice guy, though?
Yeah.
I like to hear that. I liked him a lot. I wish he would have stayed.
Yeah, let's see. How tall was he? He was 5'11".
Oh, okay, not much bigger than.
No.
I mean, okay, so you got. Ooh, that has me really curious. If you can get the other Robertson, you don't need to make much moves on the free agency department.
Well, I mean, there's still spots that they're going to have to fill. So
yeah,
because you figure you lost Steele, if Smith is gone, and then who else? Pavelski. Who all did we? Who else did we lose on the forward core?
Still Smith, Pavelski. Now I'm drawing a blank. Holy moly. Is it going to let me in this app without closing the show? Hey, if it closes the show, I'm just kidding. Let's go.
Yeah, and the other thing that kind of surprised me is they didn't even make an offer to the kid that they picked up in the Tanev deal.
Oh, they were just dumping him.
Yeah.
That's
Lundqvist was the other one. And Suter.
This doesn't help me at all. I think it confused me a little bit more. Huh. Uh-oh. Pavelski's still on the roster, too.
Maybe he's going on LTIR.
Nah, his name's not Mark Stone.
That would not shock me if at the trade deadline he didn't come back.
Really?
It would not surprise me.
You think that's always going to be a game then, huh?
Could be.
Ooh. Weldon.
What?
Derek Pouliot. Defense. I'm looking at what they have as the roster right now. 6'1", 204.
Yeah, he could be a guy that could move up.
It seems like they don't need to go crazy in free agency. They got Petrovic too. 6'5".
I think they'll go for a couple of big names to get them in here.
It'd be interesting. Hakanpää. Wow.
So, but it turns out on Hakanpää, he had arthroscopic knee surgery, and they said it wasn't anything serious, but it was enough that he wasn't going to come back.
I mean, ouch.
Yeah.
I'd be worried about that knee than the rest of his career, personally.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. He saw that he didn't get anything sent to him, so.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Neil goes after a big name on the defense. You know.
Pesci,
Ekblad. You know.
I forgot Ekblad was a defender.
Yep.
I feel so stupid.
So, but yeah,
That might be the two you go for.
I like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes after a big name on defense. So,
That rattle some cages too.
oh yeah,
Oof. Okay, give me Marchessault, give me Ekblad. Because why not?
yeah, why not?
Um,
It's just $20 million, you know.
that's why I'm a freaking armchair GM on a podcast because I don't know anything. I don't know. I can't call it. I don't know. I'm just excited about tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have my phone ready to go tomorrow, and
Oh, so am I. I'll have phone, iPad, everything. In case one dies, I have the other.
yeah, I think towards the end of the week we ought to do another show and you know see what moves were made.
Oh yeah, I've got my other buddy coming on tomorrow or Tuesday, one or the other, and we're gonna talk about it too. You want to join then as well?
Sure.
Might be in the morning. Are you free in the mornings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
All
don't
right.
go back.
Cool.
I don't go back to work until the 8th. So
Right on. Well, if he messages me and tells me whenever he's free, I'll touch base with you, and then we can do the show then,
cool.
or we can even do another show, just me and you after that as well. I don't know. Might be a lot to talk about. We just don't know right now.
Yeah, could be a lot to talk about.
I would be surprised if Mr. Nil went nuts on free agency.
Well, I mean, this is the most money he's had to work with in a very long time.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he likes to toss it around though either.
Yeah, no, he's not a huge spender.
Which is one of the reasons why I would love to just sit in his office. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is, I would say, a hockey fan's Christmas.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting right by the tree waiting for Santa. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be
Man.
interested to see what happens tomorrow, and especially if I'm up at the rink, because the reporters are going to be up there.
Yeah, true. So the first thing they're going to announce, though, is Duchesne.
Yeah, Duchesne should probably be the first announcement.
And then I have a feeling they're going for a goalie next. I don't know why I feel that way, but it's in my gut. And it's not the food I ate because I had peanut butter. So, that joke didn't go over well. All right. Well,
So,
crickets.
all right. Well, let's see what happens tomorrow, and then do another show later in the week.
Sounds good to me. Thanks for coming on the show, dude.
Not a problem.
You got anything else you want to say?
Oh, we'll just hope for some big names.
I'd settle for 2 big names. I don't care.
Yeah, let's. I'm hoping for at least a couple of super talented players that can come in here and score more, add to that list of 20 goal scorers that we had last year.
What about people that aren't afraid to shoot?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, true.
So, all right, man. We will talk to you later in the week. See what happens tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Once again, thanks for coming on the show, and I will let you know when this is up. Until then, talk to you in a little while, I guess.
All right. Talk to you in a couple of days.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a good night, man.
You too.
All right.
Go Stars.
Bye.
Bye.